Hey there, I hope that you all are doing well. I went to quite a few stores this week, but I picked up one or two items at two of the stores, but nonetheless had some really amazing deals and I'm excited to share with you all. But first, let me go over my menu plan for the remainder of the week because most of it is gone. So Friday was actually Bernard's birthday and we had creamy pasta with salad and honey bun cake. Then my mother-in-law came into town and she took them out to dinner while I was washing my hair. So that was so nice. They brought me back some french fries. I love french fries. So I was really excited about those. Then on Sunday we had leftovers and Alexandra made mac and cheese. So that was really yummy. Then the kids made pizza last night. Tonight we're gonna have tomato soup with grilled cheese. I'm really looking forward to that. It's really funny. My husband and I are in a small group at church and the leaders of our small group have been married for 48 years, and the wife was sharing a story on how for Christmas Eve, I think every year they have tomato soup, and she just found out that her husband does not like tomato soup, but he has, been, I guess, enduring it because it was important to her, and she always thought that he liked it. But all the talk of tomato soup, and since I have tomatoes, I forgot to show you all the four I picked this morning. But since I have tomatoes, I thought let's make some fresh tomato soup. And then we're gonna do falafel bowls / wraps. And then I found a couple of the hash browns that I made during the freezer cooking day. And I'm gonna use the rest of those. And I still have like 3 ears of corn from whenever it was for $4. And I'm gonna make potato corn chowder soup. Having those potatoes prepped in the freezer, so the next time I find some potatoes on a good sale, I'm definitely gonna do that and prep them, because having those when I'm making soups and stuff, it just makes the process go by so much faster because you don't have to wait a really long time for the potatoes to cook. So that is such a nice time saver. But I'm gonna use the rest of the bread from the grilled cheese sandwiches that I'm making tonight, because I'm using a recipe that makes 4 small loaves of bread. So we'll have enough for tonight's dinner plus Thursday night's dinner. But that is the plan for this week. Let's get into the haul. So the coconut milk is what made me go to Whole Foods this week, but I picked up a lot of other goodies along the way. So I got some tortillas just because I want to make some wraps with these. I got 12 cans of coconut milk. I usually only go to Whole Foods about once a month or to Target to get coconut milk. But since I took my husband to work this morning, I stopped in there and I got all they had. So this should last us for a while. Then, so tonight for dinner, we're gonna make tomato soup with grilled cheese sandwiches. I actually have my dough on rising right now, so I can't wait to have that. It's really dreary here today, so I think it's gonna be perfect. So I got some pepper jack cheese. We've never actually tried pepper jack before. And then I also got the regular cheddar. So we'll maybe do a mix and match and see what we prefer. Then I am out of garam masala, so I picked some up. I got Cocoa June yogurt. I really love this yogurt. It is so rich and creamy and just absolutely delicious. Then I got 3 bags of raisins. Alexandra asked me to pick some up. They like to make their own little trail mix, and I want to use some for some muffins. So I got 3 bags of these. I think they were like $2 and something a bag. I got 2 containers of milk because we are almost out. I absolutely love getting like pumpkin shaped and leaves shaped pasta in the fall. And so this is the, what was it, zucchini, I think. And these are just absolutely beautiful. So here, so they use spinach and paprika and beetroot and turmeric for the colors. But that just screams fall. So we'll probably make a yummy pasta dish of that, or either mac and cheese. So I think I have about 2 carrots left. A 5-pound bag of carrots usually lasts us about a month. So since we are at the end of the month, I went ahead and picked this up. This was a free offer on Aldi for this little sesame hummus for kids. Of course, anybody can eat it, so we will. And this is good for grab and go, it says. But this was $6.99, which is very overpriced in my opinion. But you got $6.99 back from aisle, so it made it completely free. I got some mini cucumbers to have for snacking, and then they had the red grapes as well as the the green grapes for $2.49 a pound. So I picked up 4 bags of those, and then I got some Italian parsley and cilantro because I want to make some falafel, maybe sometime this week. And that is everything. So here is my receipt. So that was $115.22. I did already get the $6.99 back from Al, and then I got 2 cents back from Fetch. So that's $7.01. So it makes everything you see here $108.21. So this is mostly Publix, but I also got onions from Harris Teeter, and then I got a few things from Food Lion as well. So this week, the raspberries were on sale for 99 cents a package at Publix, which is a fantastic deal. My kids have already started eating some, but we're gonna eat some, we're gonna freeze some, and we're also gonna bake some, so I'm excited about that. I think I got maybe 10 or 11 packages. I'll have to look at that and see. The Dave's Killer Bread items were on sale this week, buy one get one free. I haven't been to the bakery in a while, and so it's $1 cheaper there, but I just went ahead and got it since I was at Publix, and I don't plan on going to the bakery this week. And these are such a nice time saver for me on busy mornings. But they were $3 a bag, so I got cinnamon raisin, I got the Boom & Berry, and then I also got the plain one. So these pita chips actually came from Food Lion. I had a free coupon from contacting the company, and they were $4.99, and it took $4.99 off, so that was really great. The onions are from Harris Teeter. Their 3-pound bag of onions are $1.99 like every day. So I got 2 bags this week because I want to caramelize some onions. I saw on Acre Homestead where she caramelized some onions and she froze them. And she was just saying how, they taste great straight out of the freezer whenever she's using them for different recipes. So I thought that I would practice doing that with the bag, so we'll see. Then I got some Just Egg. I wish I would have picked this up at Whole Foods because it was actually on sale there this week, but usually in my area Publix has it the cheapest, so I'm gonna make some egg bites for us to have for tomorrow morning and probably the next day too. I am completely out of soy sauce, and so I needed that. I know I'm gonna make some stir fry for lunch tomorrow, so I went ahead and picked that up. The Bertolli olive oil was on sale this week, buy one get one free, so I picked that up because I'm out of olive oil. And I got some bananas for me and Bernard because the kids don't really eat bananas anymore. These siete cookies are absolutely delicious. So the Mexican wedding cookies, these are my favorite. So I got 2 bags of those. Also got 2 bags of, no, I got 1 bag of the shortbread. I haven't tried this one before. And then I got the chocolate chip, and we have already enjoyed 1 bag of these. And so they're okay. I mean, they're pretty good. Alexandra really likes them. I like a soft chocolate chip cookie, but these are not that, so you can't really compare them to something that they're not. But for being what they are, they're good. This was a free offer. Oh, I forgot to include that in my total, I think. But this was the free offer I posted in my community tab yesterday about the Bob's Red Mill item. And I actually am almost out of oats, so I just decided to go ahead and pick this up. So this was a freebie. And then the late July chips are on sale this week, buy one get one free. The sea salt and lime are just so good. Like, I don't need salsa, I can just snack on these. They're really, really yummy. So I got 2 bags of those, and they're like $5 and something for 2 bags. I got some yeast because I used just about the last bit of mine this morning when I started my dough. And then these are the green beans that I got from Food Lion. They were on sale this week for $1.79. And so I picked up 3 bags of those to have for the week. All right, let's take a look at the receipt. So there you can see the raspberries, 99¢, saving $4 for each one. That is pretty incredible. And those are the Dave's Killer Bread bagels, and those bagels freeze beautifully. So anytime you're picking up any bread items, I know my mom and I were talking about bread, and she was just saying how she doesn't use it before it goes bad. And I was telling her, you know, store it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and that way you can just pull out slices as you need it, and you don't have to worry about it going bad like that. But there was my Publix perk. I included that in my savings goal, so I'm just gonna add that back into my total. But it was $80.91, and look at that. I saved $97.74. That is absolutely incredible. So I got back 2 cents on Fetch, and then $6.25 from Ibotta for the Siete. And then let me add this in right quick because I forgot about my Bob's Red Meal. Hold on. Okay, so I got back 2 cents on Fetch, the $6.25 from Ibotta, and then $6.49 from Al for the Bob's rebate. And then I also added in $4.08 from Harris Teeter for the onions, and then also $5.47 from Food Lion for the green beans and the free pita chips. And so for everything in total that I spent this week, it was $187.91. And so I think that was really great. I did go over budget just a little bit, but I also got some great items to stock up on that will last us for beyond this week. So that's always really great. But thank you all so much for being here. I would love to know if you were able to get any of these great deals this week. And I will see you all soon. Bye.